Have you noticed it's getting harder to do simple things, like carrying groceries, climbing stairs, or even standing up from a chair? You might think it's just normal aging, but what if I told you something silent and dangerous could be happening inside your body right now? After 60, our muscles don't just get weaker. They start dying off quietly, one fiber at a time. And most seniors don't realize it until it's too late. Until they lose the strength to travel, to hug their grandkids, even to live independently. If you're in your late 50s, 60s, or beyond, this is something you can't afford to ignore, because today, I'm going to show you a simple way to fight back. And it starts with one small change you can make right now. Stay with me. Your body may be silently begging you for this. Most people believe that getting weaker with age is just part of life, like graying hair or needing reading glasses. But when it comes to our muscles, something far more serious is happening behind the scenes. It's not just weakness. It's a slow, silent dying off of muscle fibers, one by one, without any warning bells. You could be losing strength even if you're still active and doing your normal routines. Imagine your muscles as a big, strong tree. Over time, without proper care, tiny branches begin to wither and fall without you noticing. It's not until enough branches are gone that the whole tree looks sick. That's exactly what's happening inside many bodies after 60, except because it's internal. We don't see the damage right away, and by the time we do, it can feel overwhelming to fix. This silent muscle loss, known medically as sarcopenia, isn't something that happens overnight. It creeps up gradually, stealing your ability to do the things you love. One day you're lifting your grandchild easily, and a few years later you might struggle just to lift a bag of groceries. But here's the catch. Many seniors assume this decline is normal, when in reality, it's preventable. Ignoring this silent threat can lead to a cascade of problems. More falls, longer recoveries, and even loss of independence. It doesn't have to be this way. The first step is awareness, realizing that your body might be quietly asking for help right now. Coming up next, we'll peek inside your muscles to see exactly what's happening on the inside and why it's so important to act before it's too late. Deep inside your muscles, a quiet struggle is going on every single day. When we're young, our bodies naturally build new muscle fibers without much effort. But after about age 30, and especially after 60, our bodies start losing muscle faster than they can rebuild it. It's a slow battle where, little by little, more fibers shrink, weaken, and eventually die off. Think of your muscles like a neighborhood full of busy houses. In youth, every house is filled with life. Lights on, families inside, children playing. But over time, if no new families move in and old ones leave, the neighborhood starts to feel empty. The same thing happens with your muscle cells. Without the right signals to keep them active and strong, they begin to shut down, one at a time. The tricky part is that you won't feel this happening at first. You might feel just a little more tired than usual, or find that heavy lifting feels slightly harder. It's like a leaking faucet, drip by drip until one day you realize the floor is flooded. Muscle loss works the same way, and if we don't pay attention early, the results can be devastating. On a cellular level, this muscle loss isn't just about strength. It affects your metabolism, your balance, and even your ability to heal from injuries. That's why doctors often say, muscle is medicine, especially as we get older. Protecting your muscles means protecting your overall health. In a moment, we'll talk about some early warning signs that might already be happening in your life, and why recognizing them now could make all the difference. At first, the signs of muscle loss are so subtle that most people brush them off. Maybe you notice that carrying groceries feels heavier than it used to, or that climbing a single flight of stairs leaves you a little out of breath. It's easy to blame it on a busy day or getting older. But these small struggles are actually early whispers from your muscles asking for help. You might also find yourself needing to use your hands to push off from a chair, something you never had to think about before. Or maybe you feel more unsteady on your feet when walking across uneven ground. These aren't just random changes. They're quiet signals that your muscle strength is slipping away, piece by piece. Another common warning is feeling fatigued more quickly during everyday activities. Tasks that once seemed automatic, like gardening or standing in the kitchen to cook, start feeling more like a workout. It's not just about being out of shape. It's your muscles losing their natural stamina and endurance over time. And here's something many don't realize. Losing muscle mass can even change your posture. If you find yourself hunching forward more often or struggling to stand tall, it might be because the muscles that support your spine are getting weaker. This not only affects appearance but can also lead to more aches and pains. Recognizing these early signs gives you a powerful advantage, because once you notice them, you can take action before things get worse. In the next section, we're going to dive even deeper into why ignoring muscle loss is more dangerous than you might think, and how it can ripple through every part of your life. When most people hear about muscle loss, they think of it simply as losing a little strength. But the real danger runs much deeper. Losing muscle isn't just about feeling weaker. It's about losing your ability to live life on your own terms. Over time, it affects your balance, your energy, and even your independence in ways that can feel overwhelming. Imagine not being able to get up from your favorite chair without help, or feeling so unsteady on your feet that a simple trip to the mailbox becomes a frightening task. That's the reality many seniors face, not because they stopped trying, but because the hair muscles slowly gave out without enough warning. It's a slow, silent thief that steals precious moments of freedom and joy. Falls become a serious risk when muscles weaken. In fact, falls are one of the leading causes of injury among seniors, and often they lead to a spiral of hospital stays, surgeries, and loss of independence. And the heartbreaking part is that many of these falls could have been prevented by maintaining stronger muscles earlier on. Beyond physical struggles, losing muscle also affects emotional well-being. Many seniors start feeling isolated or frustrated when they can't do the things they love, whether it's playing with grandkids, traveling, or even just enjoying a walk outside. The loss of strength becomes a loss of connection to people, to experiences, to life itself. But here's the good news. You're not powerless against this. In fact, knowing how dangerous muscle loss can be is the first step toward turning things around. Coming up next, we'll shift gears and talk about why muscle loss is not an inevitable part of aging, and how you can fight back starting today. Here's something that should give you a lot of hope. Losing your muscle strength is not a life sentence. Yes, muscle loss becomes more common as we age, but it's not something you simply have to accept. With the right actions, you can slow it down, stop it, and even reverse it in many cases. Your body still has the amazing ability to rebuild and strengthen itself, no matter your age. Think of it like a neglected garden. Even if the flowers have wilted and the soil looks dry, with a little care, water, and sunshine, life can start blooming again. Your muscles are just like that garden. They are waiting for the right signals to grow back stronger. All it takes is the right kind of attention and consistency, and change can happen faster than you might expect. Studies have shown that seniors in their 70s, 80s, and even 90s can rebuild significant muscle mass with simple, appropriate exercises and nutrition changes. It's never too late, unless you believe it is. And the earlier you start, even with small steps, the bigger the impact you can make on your future strength and independence. Many people feel discouraged because they think they need to lift heavy weights or spend hours in a gym. But that's not true. Gentle, manageable movements and small shifts in daily habits can be incredibly powerful. It's not about intensity. It's about consistency and giving your muscles a reason to stay alive and active. In the next part, I'm going to reveal the one small daily change you can start doing right away to breathe life back into your muscles. And it's much easier than you might think. It's easy to feel overwhelmed when you think about rebuilding lost strength. Maybe you imagine you'll need a complicated fitness program or hours of effort every day. But the truth is far simpler and far more encouraging. The key is one small, consistent daily change. Just like a single drop of water can eventually fill a bucket, a tiny habit can create powerful results over time. Your muscles don't need extreme action. They just need a reason to stay alive. Imagine if every morning before even having your coffee, you took 5 minutes to do a few gentle movements, stretching your arms overhead, standing on your toes, or sitting and standing from a chair. It might not seem like much in the moment, but over weeks and months, this simple act sends a signal to your body. I'm still using these muscles. Keep them strong. Small daily effort compounds into major strength, much more than occasional, intense workouts ever could. Consistency beats intensity, especially as we age. Our muscles respond better to frequent, gentle stimulation rather than rare, heavy strain. Think of it like watering a plant. If you pour an entire bucket once a month, the plant will wither between waterings. But if you give it a little water every day, it thrives. Your muscles crave that same steady nourishment through movement. This small daily change doesn't just rebuild physical strength. It rebuilds confidence, too. Each day that you show up for yourself, even with just 5 minutes, you reinforce the belief that you are capable, resilient, and in control of your future. The mental boost is just as important as the physical one, creating a powerful cycle of positive momentum. Next, I'm going to show you exactly what kind of movement is best to revive your muscles safely, especially if you're starting from a place of weakness or stiffness. You don't need a gym membership. You just need the right kind of action, right where you are. When it comes to reviving tired, shrinking muscles, not all exercises are created equal. Many seniors think they need to lift heavy weights or push themselves until they're sweating buckets. But that's not true. In fact, the best type of movement for rebuilding strength after 60 is gentle, low impact, and designed to protect your joints while challenging your muscles. It's about awakening the body, not punishing it. Picture movements like standing up from a chair slowly and with control, or lifting light objects repeatedly with proper form. These functional exercises mimic real-life activities, training your muscles to help you in everyday life. Simple bodyweight movements, light resistance bands, and controlled stretching can work wonders, especially when done consistently. They rebuild strength where you need it most, in your legs, core, back, and arms. One of the most powerful movements is something called sit to stand. It's exactly what it sounds like. Practicing standing up from a chair without using your hands. It might seem basic, but this exercise builds critical strength in your thighs, hips, and core, the very muscles that protect your balance and mobility. Plus, it reminds your brain and muscles how to work together, improving coordination and confidence. balance exercises are equally important. Simple movements like standing on one foot while holding onto a counter or shifting your weight side to side can dramatically improve your stability. These tiny training sessions tell your muscles, stay alert, stay strong. Over time, these easy habits can drastically reduce your risk of falls and injuries, giving you more freedom to enjoy life without fear. Coming up, we're going to talk about another secret weapon against muscle loss, one that starts in your kitchen. Because just as movement wakes up your muscles, the right foods can fuel their rebirth from the inside out. Building strength isn't just about movement, it's also about what you put on your plate. Many people don't realize that after 60, your body needs more protein, not less, to maintain and rebuild muscle. Without enough of the right nutrients, even the best exercises will struggle to make a difference. It's like trying to build a house without enough bricks. You need both the effort and the materials. Imagine your muscles as a wall that's constantly being repaired. Protein acts like the fresh bricks that rebuild any cracks or weaknesses. Seniors often eat less overall, and unfortunately, that usually means less protein, which speeds up muscle loss without them even realizing it. Small changes like adding a little extra chicken, fish, eggs, or even a simple protein shake each day can provide the building blocks your body is silently asking for. It's not just about protein, though. Other nutrients like vitamin D, calcium, and omega-3 fatty acids also play vital roles in muscle health. Vitamin D, for example, helps your muscles listen to the signals from your brain, while calcium keeps them contracting and relaxing properly. Omega-3s, found in fish like salmon, help reduce inflammation that can make muscle loss worse over time. Even staying hydrated matters more than you might think. Muscles are made up of about 75% of water, and dehydration can make them feel stiff, weak, and slow to recover. If you've ever noticed your muscles cramping or feeling tight, your body might have been trying to tell you it needed more water, not just more stretching. Soon we'll bring it all together and talk about your next best step, the small, empowering actions you can start today to rebuild your strength, energy, and independence, no matter your age. Now that you understand what's happening inside your body and the simple changes that can make a real difference, it's time to take that first small step forward. Remember, rebuilding strength isn't about drastic overhauls or giant leaps. It's about gentle, steady actions that honor where you are today and where you want to be tomorrow. Your muscles are still listening, still ready to respond, no matter how much time has passed. Start by picking just one new habit. Maybe it's doing 5 sit-to-stands each morning before breakfast. Maybe it's adding an extra egg or a piece of fish to your daily meals. Maybe it's standing on one foot for a few seconds while brushing your teeth to work on balance. Small seeds, planted daily, will grow into a garden of strength you can count on for years to come. It's also important to be patient and kind with yourself. Some days you'll feel stronger. Other days, you might feel tired. That's normal. Progress isn't a straight line. It's a journey filled with tiny victories that add up over time. Celebrate every step, no matter how small, because every action you take is a message to your body. I'm not giving up. I'm rebuilding. Imagine 6 months from now, feeling steadier on your feet, carrying your groceries with ease, hugging your grandchildren without hesitation. These moments of strength and connection are the real rewards, far beyond any number on a scale or stopwatch. They are proof that it's never too late to invest in yourself and your future. If this message inspired you today, share in the comments how old you are and one small step you're ready to take. And if you don't want to miss simple, powerful tips like these, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We're here to walk this journey with you, one strong step at a time.